Hallo Trader, heute habe ich über $3.000 mit dem Aktienhandel verdient. Ich zeige Ihnen wie.
BNY is down today 2.5%. This looks like a very nice reversal area, somewhere around 48.65. I'm getting ready to short 4,000 shares. Stop is going to be over the highs. So I'm looking at the 30-cent stop loss. Here we go. Getting close, 65, 60. Now, I missed it. I wanted to short it at 65. I shorted it a bit down. No big deal actually, because the lows is 48.53 and I did short it above the lows. But the first sign is very bad. As you can see, this green candle right now doesn't look so good. You expect a stock that is coming under the reversal, a stock that is down 2.5% to continue and move under the lows, and it did not. It still has a chance to come down, but I'm getting real worried. I'm risking now approximately 40 cents, where my target is going to be less than that. So risk reward wise, that's not a very good trade right now, because I chased it down 10 cents. A bit less than 10 cents, but I think it's coming down now again. And again, I need it under the lows. And once it breaks down under the lows, it's probably going to make another 20, 30 cents. That's what I'm looking for. And here we go. Come on, baby. And yes, 58. Watch the buyers. Now we're under the lows. Did not come down under 50. Look at that. And now we did. The semi-whole number held us up a little bit. Here comes the breakdown. Look at the sellers coming down. 49, 40, 50. Come on, come down. 45. Get ready for a partial. 44. Under 40. That's my target over here. 36. I'm clicking the button. Got my partial in BMY. Should have had like 30 cents with a 30-cent stop loss, but I actually didn't get that because I was chasing down the stock 10 cents. So when you chase down the stock, you no longer have the same one-to-one risk-reward ratio, and that's not good, but that's what I have to do with. But a first trade today, green trade, have nothing to complain. CTL is down 4.5%. I'm getting ready to short. 1450 should be my short point. Watch the buyers at 1450. That's a semi-whole number, and I'm looking for it to come down under 1450 because stocks are being held at semi-whole numbers. So 1450, I may find some buyers there. Again, watch the sellers at 52, watch the buyers at 51. Let's see what happens now. 50. Watch the number of buyers at 50. You can see a lot of buyers, now less. I can click the button now. I actually could click the button. I'm short now. I could click the button at 50 when I saw the number of sellers. Stop is going to be here, approximately 15 cents. So that's a very low risk trade. It's a $14 stock. Although it's down almost 5%, it could be a big mover, but I'm not expecting too much. I'm looking for 15 cents if it comes down, and stop should be somewhere around the 65 area. So a low risk trade, but quite good for the first few minutes. I prefer to have low risk trades. LRCX is looking great for a long. Stock is up almost 10%. And I'm looking for this reversal here to start buying some stocks before it moves over the highs. So the highs is 154.23. I would like to start buying here and add. So I'm going to buy just 400 shares buying now, as it makes this first sign of a reversal. And right now I'm expecting it to come over 154, where I would like to add another 400 shares. So when it's going to approach the highs or move over 154, that will be the point where I would like to add. So I'm building up some quantity in LRCX because it's trending higher. It looks great. PTC, I'm very worried about this one. It's down almost 8%. I'm about to short it if it comes down under 77.80 approximately. It's trending lower, but it's very, very volatile. Stop may be over $79. And that's more than a point. So my size should be accordingly 600 shares. It comes down nicely, but again, it's not very reliable. Now I'm short. It came down under 77.80. I'm short 600 shares. Hopefully it's going to continue down. It's trending lower. It should actually continue down. I'm expecting a new low soon. CTL is not doing well. Shorted it earlier at 14.45, so I'm down like 9 cents now, but I'm reducing my size. I just reduced 2,000 shares out of my 4,000 for a small loss, really, approximately 10 cents. The thing is, it's not reliable. It's not moving the way I expected it to do. There's no reason to hold on to a stock that's not doing what I thought it would. LRCX did move over the highs, and I did add 400 shares. And now I have 800 shares. I'm looking for my partial of 700 shares. So it's trending higher. I was right to start building up the size. And now getting ready for my 700 shares partial. Now, I did survive this small pull because it reached a new high. Now, good. I was looking for a move over 155. It's getting close now. That's my partial point. Took my partial. I have on average approximately 1.5 point. That was a nice move. I'm very glad I started building up my quantity at 153.50 or so, and then added over 150 at 154, and now took my partial over 155. A very nice trade. BMY, as you remember, I shorted it earlier, and that was a great trade, but look what happened to the rest of the quantity. It moved up. Of course, I moved out, and I still have a nice profitable trade, but I'm thinking about shorting it right now. I'm about to short 1,000 shares. Shorting now. I don't see it continuing much higher. It's down 1%, and it should continue down. BMY is looking good. Shorted earlier just 1,000 shares at this reversal area. However, right now, what is this spike? My stop should be over the highs, but I do not move out on spikes. I do not. If it's going to move over the highs, I should stop it. Okay, it cooled down a little bit. So I should stop it over the highs. But I do not move out on spikes. I'll wait for it to come down. It already did come down. Let me see what happens next. Hopefully it's not going to spike over the highs. If it does, I'll have to hold for it. I never use hard stops. It's not a good idea to use hard stop. It's at the highs, now over. I'm waiting for a small pullback before I move out. I don't want to move out before I have a small pullback. And certainly not while it's spiking like that. So one minute candle here took it up over the highs. I do not want to move out. Not yet. Well, BMY, I'm glad I survived this small pullback here. Now, it may come down, but I don't trust it to come down. I should reduce my size. I have 1,000 shares, and I will reduce my size by 500. Reducing now. It came very close to my entry point. I have a small loser. I just reduced. CTL is not doing well. If you remember, I reduced earlier 2,000 shares, and now I have a stop loss order in just a few cents up. So if it's going to move higher, I'll be out. My stop would be right over here. And there's no reason to hold to a stock that is going the wrong way. So I was expecting it to come down. You see, it initially did move down. Now it's moving up a few cents, 2 cents over 14.60. I will be out with a very small loser. When you lose, you should be losing small size. When you win, you should take it all. PTC is not doing well too. 79 is my stop loss. If it moves over 79, I should be stopped. I'm getting ready to be stopped. It's going the wrong way. I'm clicking the button. I'm out of PTC. I have a loser in PTC. Kind of same formation like CTL. Both of them didn't work out. BMY is not doing that well. You remember that spike earlier that did not take me out. I was waiting for a small pullback. I reduced my size, but I still have 500 shares. And I don't think there's a reason to hold on for the rest because it's not going my way. So although it's down 1%, a bit less, I think it's quite determined to continue its uptrend. So it will be stopped soon. There's no reason for me to let it move over the highs, which is 49.80. I'm out. Well, now I'm out. Well, quite a small loser in BMY. I did survive this pullback, but I can definitely see that it's not going my way. Then reduced my size, now moved out altogether. MKC, I like it very much because the stock is down almost 11%. It trended higher, but I think there's a very good chance that it will finally come down. Now, a stock that is down 11% usually will find the time to crash down later, even if it's moving higher, just like it does now. I'm getting ready to short because I'm expecting now, I'm short 1,000 shares. I'm expecting it to continue lower. Now, I'm not sure I got it at the right time, but again, 70% of the time, a stock that is down 11% will find the time to move lower. As it moves lower, I will continue to add. MKC is not moving lower. I was expecting it to move lower. Now I should have a stop over 125. I have 1,000 shares and oh my God, look at the spike. Spiked up 70 cents, more, 80 cents. I never move out on a spike. Always wait for it to come down. Always wait for it to come down after a spike. You can see this topping tail right now, which looks quite good. Actually, that was a very clear shakeout. I'm getting ready to add. If it comes down under 123.50, that was the point I was intending to add. You need to remember this. You never move out on spikes. That's why you never have hard stops. Never ever have hard stops. Always wait for it to come down again. Here we go, under 50, adding now. Just added. Okay, MKC failed to move higher. Good sign. MKC is coming down as expected. I survived this shakeout over there, which was a very important point, and now it's getting close to where I would like to have my partial. Getting ready to cover 1,800 shares out of my 2,000, covering now. That is exactly what I was looking for. Again, a stock that is down now 12% is not likely to continue higher. The buyers are coming in, but then at a certain point they're giving up and a stock is down 12%. 70% of the time it will come down. And traders, now I want to look right into your eyes right now. You shouldn't have hard stops and you shouldn't move out on spikes. These are two things you shouldn't do, and they usually come in together. A stock that had its high at 195, which is also a whole number, would probably have a lot of stop orders lining up at 195. So what will happen when it crosses 195? Well, sometimes when it's not too volatile, not too spready, and has a lot of volume, it will move up gradually over 195, and that's where I should move out. But if you look back at the video, you will see it spiked up by 70 cents. And usually it spikes up because it's low volume, very volatile, and there's a lot of stop orders right at 195. So if it gets to that point, move out manually, and if it spikes, wait. Always wait when it spikes, because usually the stop orders are gone, and then it should come down. How far? Will it continue moving down? I have no idea, but you shouldn't move out on a spike. Now, that was a difference between finishing the day in red territory and in very green territory, and that was only due to tools. Don't have a hard stop and don't move out on a spike. So just wait for it to come down when it spikes, but when it moves up slowly over your stop loss point, move out. That was your stop loss. You should respect that. On spikes, you shouldn't, because spikes usually come down and the stock will come down and usually will give you another chance. Now, you've seen earlier, I had another example that was BMY. It moved up. That wasn't really a spike. I was looking for a reversal, but it's quite the same thing. It's moving up with one green candle. Now, it moved up a little bit too much on just one green candle. So I was waiting for a small pullback. That wasn't a spike, but it's the same thing. I shouldn't use a hard stop, and it did move over the highs. So wait for a small pullback and then make your decision. So BMY came down. I lowered my size because I don't trust it anymore. And then it decided to continue moving up. Well, that's fine. it continues to move out, then I'm out at my stop. Actually, I moved out before that because I noticed that it was uptrending. So you wait for a small reversal, and then you move out. You don't move out on a spike. You wait for it to give you another chance. And as you can see here, MKC gave me plenty more chance even to add and then to have a great trade. So end result, don't have a stop loss, don't move up on spikes, and I hope I taught you something. And here are the final results. Well, BMY was a nice trade, the first trade, but then came the second trade and the end result is just up $156. I had a loser in CTL, down 580, a very nice trade in LRCX, that was the long I took earlier, and MKC where I added, which really saved my day, and PTC was a loser. So you keep your losers small, you tend to get more on your winners and even add sometimes, just like happened to MKC. Now, you have to remember this, not all trades are created equally, meaning some of them you can add, like MKC, if you feel like this trade should go and you know the basics of a stock that is down 12% and so on. So that was a great trade, and I'm very glad that I didn't move out on the shakeout, didn't use a hard stop. And end result is great, as you can see here, I'm up $3,600.
Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Abonnieren Sie unseren YouTube-Kanal, wenn Ihnen das Video gefallen hat. Dort finden Sie viele weitere Trading-Videos. Fragen und Kommentare können Sie gerne hier unten hinterlassen.